a retailer near you.
Under 17 years of football. 22 conference championships.
He got a touchdown! The Aggies have stopped the Mustangs.
32 bowl games.
Tears the handoff to Jackson. He did not make it.
269 NFL draft picks.
With the second pick, the Denver Broncos select Von Miller.
Over 80,000 fans every Saturday.
This is one of the loudest venues.
Try, predict the 12th man. Kyle Field. The wrecking crew.
Are we ready for this? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah.
Play hard, and I want to play physical, I want to play smart, like more than anything else, I want us to play together. We got to play as one team today. We got to be so fanatical and so physical right from the beginning. We cannot wait around like we did last week. Take it to them right from the start. Do you understand? We're not waiting around. We got to go right from the get-go and keep punching and keep punching and keep punching and be relentless. Just be relentless in everything we do. Are you ready? Hell yeah! Ready? Hell yeah! Ready? Hell yeah!
Well, I tell you what, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready too, Doxy. Let's go, Doxy.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Cyrus Gray's first carry of the game and a loss of 3. Hernandez on top of the situation for the Vandals. It'll be 2nd and 13. Tannehill swinging it in the flat. Cyrus Gray gets a little chip from Fuller, a little block. And he's got it inside the 40 down to the 39. Will they waste the good field position? Tannehill, quick one. It is Swope, and Swope's got his 100th career catch, becoming, with that grab, just the 10th Aggie in school history to have at least 100 catches and 1,000 yards receiving.
And one of them is the quarterback, Tannehill. He's in that category. He's one of the 10 receivers.
So they pick up the necessary 4 are Sutton Link starting lineups. You see the offensive line and the tackles accounted well for themselves. Cyrus Gray just nicked down low. Otherwise, he is still going. And the play made again by Ashley, the safety. Gray again. Tight end comes in as the fullback. Gray needs a little more than a yard. He's got it. First down to the 20. Spread the defense, 2 to each side for Tannehill. Takes his time. Swope. He's got a first and goal inside the 10. So on the top side, the wide side. Gray included, go the other way. Batted down. And is it intercepted? Yes. On the deflection. It's picked off. Coming up with it for the Idaho Vandals. It is Andre Ferguson, the defensive end. So Ferguson with a big play, the senior from Redlands, California, after the tip ball.
He tipped it to himself. He tips it and then comes up with it on a deflection. Nice help by one of his teammates keeping it alive. Robinson in the middle linebacker position. Get up, tip it to yourself. Man, that's one great play right there. You get a pass defense and an interception all in one.
At least 3 on the Bullock field goal attempt. Over the middle, it is available. And a big-time play for the tight end. Pass is in the backfield, along with LeGrone. Nothing doing but pass battles. Boy, here is where he grew up. Now, fake one way, go back on a screen. Bass trying to make a miss. Got by the first. He made Caleb Russell miss, but he's brought down by Charlie Thomas, offensive coordinator at UCLA. Oh, what a stick by the backer. Sean Porter's already got a sack. He's got, well, not a decleater, but that's a solid hit. So now Reeder out of the gun. Pocket holds up well. He's in trouble, though, scrambling. Won't get there. No. Just across the 40 out of the 41. Brought down by Sean Porter. Valiant effort, though, by Brian Reeder. He got a lot more than I thought. The tight end is Michael Lamont, 2 to each side. And Tannehill escaping trouble. He can throw it away if he wants to. He hits Swope instead. Gets a first down. Just out of the reach of the trailer on that play. And it looked like Boyoya was going to get a piece of it.
This is the guy that Tannehill looks for when he's extending and creating the play. It's not there initially. Pump fake, get out of the pocket. Find 25. Where's 25? He's the best on the scramble drill. Comes back, presents himself as a target to the quarterback. Swope and Tannehill have a little chemistry.
On the play fake, Tannehill. He's got him. It's Jeff Fuller, who came in needing 4 catches to become the all-time leading Aggie receiver for career receptions.
6'4", 220-pound thoroughbred. Look at how he's cut. He's cut high. He can do anything a wide receiver needs to do. Physical talent extraordinaire. Watch him slide to the ground and catch that right at the surface.
Working against a safety that time. No late flag, obviously. It's a dead ball. And now there's personal fouls coming up.
He'll be offsetting, I'm sure. The referees want to get control of this thing.
Big 12 officiating crew. They're led by referee
The
Cooper
ruling on the
Castleberry.
previous play was a catch. We were paid before the snap. The previous play is under further review.
Up front, that isn't a catch. Did he control it?
Watch him slide to the turf. Gets both hands on it. That's a catch, and that's an unbelievable catch. There's no question about it.
Tannehill out of the gun. Ton of time. Caught Swope in a position to succeed, making a miss. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies. What a job by Ryan Swope. I felt for Quinn Ashley.
Yeah, and Aaron Grimes. Aaron Grimes has to get him on the ground. I mean, catching the football is one thing.
Offside by the defense, number 16. The penalty is declined. It's a touchdown.
Here comes Idaho on the blitz. They're bringing backer up the middle, Robinson. Tannehill sees it right here. Uh-oh. Got to get him on the ground, Aaron Grimes. Swope cut it back up inside. Aaron Grimes is lurching at a ghost.
Randy Bullock, the senior from Klein. Point after. And a 7-0 advantage early for the Aggies. Didn't take long, did it? 80 yards, only 3 plays. And 60 seconds off the clock. It's a 25-yard touchdown for Ryan Swope.
Big 12 No Huddle is brought to you by Whataburger. Just like you like it.
No matter what team you're rooting for, your favorite lineup is always your family. So when you add a new member to your team, you want to make sure they're covered with the rest of your loved ones. Woodman of the World's Family Term Life Insurance offers protection that changes with your family. The size of your family may grow, but that won't increase your monthly premium, which is great news for you and your growing team. Woodman of the World, with you through life.
Come to the Rockets Open House at Toyota Center Thursday, September 22nd. Doors open at 5:30. Enjoy the show as head coach Kevin McHale guest judges the final rounds of Rockets Launch Crew, Space City Seniors, and Little Dippers auditions. Grab some autographs from Coach McHale and choose your seat. This will be a great opportunity for you to select your full season or partial season seats from the best available sections. Schedule your open house tour at Rockets.com or call 713-758-7400 now.
Start the second quarter on a first down to their own 29. What do they do with it? Tannehill runs out of space, at least in the pocket. He can throw it away if he likes. And he will. Well, it almost got to Swope. I thought he was going to throw it away. That's dangerous. 2nd and 10. They're in the eye. Tannehill waits for it to develop, but well, a little low, and it's off the fingertips of Wachagoose. Fuller's got to drop. Wachagoose got to drop. Out of the gun, needs 10 on 3rd down, and he's got all day. And Ryan Swope. There's the first down. It'll be a first down out of the timeout called by Idaho. And movement up front. That's a free down for Tannehill. So why not go for the bundle with Jeff Fuller? He's got space. He's got the grab, and he hung on that time. Another flag doesn't go in that matchup downfield.
They may have got into a pushing off.
Right.
Sure.
There was space at the very end of the play.
Yeah.
Again, his size, he is so big and so powerful. These cornerbacks for Idaho average 5'9" to 5'11", 165 to 175 pounds. Jeff Fuller, 6'4", 220, a big physical mismatch. Did he use his body to his advantage? If he didn't, or in the red zone again, last time in the red zone, had the turnover.
Offside on the defense. Pass interference by number 8 of the offense.
It's a feel-good place.
Our guest up at the booth, the athletic director at A&M, on a nice scamper by Cyrus Gray. He's second at about 6. A long 6 at that with Tannehill out of the gun. Available. It's out on the edge, and it's a first down. Kendrick McNeil takes it into the outside.
2 years ago or 3 years ago. But it does, the rising tide raises all ships here in the weight room.
We're 2 minutes into the second quarter. Little waggle action. It's Fuller available downfield and on the edge, on the sideline. They hit Wachiku, who hangs on. Oga's been one of the best players so far. They get you back on the field. It's in the eye, though. And they're going to throw on first down. It's Tannehill and Wachiku. Get a big cushion on the corner on that side. Working against Matthew Harvey once again. It's first goal. It's Cyrus Gray. The backside pursuit catches up. That had to be, it's my passion, the game of golf. That had to be a spectacular experience for the kids.
They really loved it, and then hosting the national championship for women here at our course was really special, a tradition. So, and we're in the rotation now to host the men's national championship in a couple of years. So, yeah, it gives you a chance to win national championships when you host them on your home field, our course. Sure.
Now, trying to get outside and on the edge, Tannehill. 2 punched in the corner, and is it a catch? Yes. Touchdown. Taken in on that side by Askew. And do they say, well, the one receiver put it up, yes. Another said no, and now they're going to say no. It's incomplete.
He has possession.
Did he get it down?
He leaves his feet, left foot. Ooh, the toes down, the heel's not yet. They're going to have to take another look.
He didn't possess.
No possession.
No, he didn't possess it.
No possession, right.
Good call. They got together. So golf out in front at Texas A&M. I love it.
Yeah, our track teams are just incredible. And we host the indoor national championships about every 3 years here.
And the facilities, I want to talk about that with Bill Byrne after this snap.
Oh!
And it's almost taken. Batted down in front. Right.
He got the interception earlier, tipped it to himself.
Ferguson on the play, and on the read it perfectly, the senior from Redlands. If you're not going to get the penetration, read the quarterback.
And get in the throwing lanes. We used to have a drill in high school with our defensive line coach. He called it muckers up. Get your hands up. If you're not going to be able to hit the quarterback, yell his name and get your hands up in the throwing lanes, and good things will happen.
Randy Bullock for a 25-yard field goal try. Out of the hold of quarterback Ryan Tannehill. We'll come right back, continue our conversation, because I want to talk about the facilities as well. This area, the expansion, with where the athletes are going to be congregating, eating, training.
The new Kane Hall, and what it will be was one-stop shopping for our student athletes. The Bright Academic Center is there to the left if you're looking at the scoreboard. That is the largest in the country. Then there'll be the dining hall, so they'll be able to study, eat. The weight room is right downstairs. The locker room is downstairs. The indoor track is to their right. Football field, practice fields are here. Kids will not have to leave the building. So, you know, as an athlete, you're so concerned about time management. We're trying to reduce the issues that you have there for our student athletes.
Makes it economical, time-wise for them.
Sure does.
And it helps them out. Trying to get outside of the reverse, and Belzog won't get there. It's a loss back inside the 10.
That's disciplined defense. Everybody stayed in their lanes. Everybody stayed at home. Jim DeRuiter has to be happy with that snap. Field position still a problem for Idaho, guys.
Yeah, well, we're pretty big and strong up front.
Well, and we're right now with a very popular guy, obviously, Bill Byrne, who's got a lot of good things going at A&M, and a very popular guy all around the Big 12 Conference.
Oh, no, they love us down there.
So you haven't been busy at all with all the developments, have you?
It's been a little time-consuming lately, but our focus, of course, is every week winning another ball game, or winning a track meet, or cross-country meet, or whatever we're in the process of doing right now.
Oh!
Wow, snuck him out there, didn't we?
Uncovered. That's Mike Scott, but they get to him at each event. So get out, support the food drive. Tannehill on the roll, moving the pocket, and wide of the tight end. He's trying to get it out there to Hudson Prelow. So that's the first snap from the 48. Robinson flushing him out, though.
Nice coverage by Toomer on the perimeter, too. Linebacker on tight end stayed with him stride for stride. You look at this football game, Idaho 0 for 6 on third down. In the opener, SMU was 9 for 18. Defensively, Texas A&M has really stepped up.
Tannehill pocket holds up, goes underneath. And Swope can't make two miss that time, as he is dropped by Aaron Grimes, the junior out of Seattle. And as their coaches told us, he is their best cover corner.
The bye week in week 2 of the season has gotten this offense out of sync a little bit. That's an early time to have a bye week.
Now, Tannehill needs about 4 or 5 of the play fake work perfectly. They didn't account for Cyrus Gray, and into the secondary, he's got the first down. Well, Tannehill had a bite on it, and they did not pick up Gray after the play fake.
And Gray made Toomer miss in space and picked up extra yards. The linebacker one-on-one against the running back Gray, and there's no way that linebacker Gray is going to allow him right there. Whoops, make a miss, go inside of him.
A&M with that conversion now 3 of 5 of their third down attempts. They've got it to the 30. 3 down. It's Gray wheeling out of the backfield. And they'll probably take the snap. He got about 8, almost 9.
Iowa, the guy that jumped in the neutral zone.
Toomer in on the stop. It is a free 5, though, in case they want to make it 1st and 5 for the 25. There's an injured Vandal right now. Gary Walker.
Offside by number 10 of the defense. Penalties decline.
Toss for Swope out of the edge. He's got the first down. Bumped out of bounds. Safety came over to get him. Grimes as well in the coverage as he knocked him out. He got to the boundary, and they'll move the chains down to the 17.
You know, Joel, we talked about the pageantry with athletic director Mr. Byrne, and pageantry is this band, and we're going to get a good look at it at halftime. I mean, college football is all about pageantry, and the A&M band is as good as this.
Well, the tradition of the A&M band. On the outside, look out. Gray from the corner, he's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Hey. You know what, Joel? It starts up front. Great blocking to get him to the outside. But if you're a wide receiver, what do you do without the football? Wachiku, Ozuma, I'll tell you what he did. He threw a block that finalized the touchdown. On the edge, number 7 in the maroon jersey was stronger than New Road.
So Gray with the 17-yard run. Bullock with the extra point, and a 17-point cushion early. 6 plays, 52 yards, took 90 seconds that time-consuming drive.
Watch Azuma on the edge, number 7. Great blocking. Everybody's knocking him off the line of scrimmage, but right there, finish him.
Yeah,
lock him up.
Lock him up, and with the grip and the jersey.
As long as you're inside the framework of the body, and he locked him up, finished him, it's called stock blocking. He stocked him.
If you missed the Dan Patrick Show, you've missed this.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
It is gone. Woo! Breaking sports news.
Went to Dallas to cover the Super Bowl and the X Games broke out.
High-profile athletes and celebrities.
Charlie Sheen.
I love every cell of your perfect body. What's not to love, Dan Patrick?
And, of course, the Danettes. Dan! The Dan Patrick Show. Weekdays.
See the all-new 2012 Nissan Versa sedan today at Douglas Nissan. Completely redesigned. The 2012 Nissan Versa sedan starts at only $10,990 and rates 38 mpg. Come see why the 2012 Nissan Versa is innovation for all at Douglas Nissan, home of the nice guys.
The grace of God bringing you into a personal, intimate relationship with Jesus Christ is the greatest thing in the world. And you know you're living there when you can't wait to open this and you can't wait to get to know Him.
Watch Verse by Verse with Pastor Chris Osborne of Central Baptist Church, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Suddenlink Home Source Channel 14.
See the all-new 2012 Nissan Versa sedan today at Douglas Nissan. Completely redesigned. The 2012 Nissan Versa sedan starts at only $10,990 and rates 38 mpg. Come see why the 2012 Nissan Versa is innovation for all at Douglas Nissan, home of the nice guys.
4:34 left in the half, and the Aggies, I'd only one timeout remaining. Aggies have all three on the board. Now Tannehill, ton of time again, and coming back on it beautifully. What a grab. Boy, you can't teach that. Fuller helped out his quarterback, didn't he?
Hey, look at the guy. Look at how long his arms are, how big his hands and feet are. I mean, this guy has almost got the frame of a tight end, and he's at the wide receiver position. Watch him run the route and how he comes back to the football, as Joel described. You don't wait for the football. You come back and get it.
It'll be out to the 36. Second catch of the game. Fuller needed 4 coming in. Become the Aggies' all-time leader.
That one was a misread by receiver, quarterback, different page.
Nobody in the neighborhood.
Nope. Take a look at Fuller once again up top here. Watch him run this comeback route. Separation, plant, come back. And the ball is in the air before he plants the foot to come back. So that's been thrown a bunch of times. And this is only the 8th start for Tannehill. It isn't like he's played a ton. The offseason workouts were important to get timing in sync with Fuller and Swope.
When you meet with him, though, as here comes Christian Michael on the carry, and Michael spinning across the 50 for extra yardage. Boy, he was going a little quick. Matthew Harvey finally catches up with him, but when you talk to Tannehill, he is so confident that even when he got here, and Steve McGee was ahead of him, and Gerard Johnson, he thought he was the best. You know that, and I know that.
Watch this. Woo! Tasmanian devil. I mean, that's a whirling dervish right there. And he's still going north and south after that tight little pirouette.
It'll be Michael again. Just barely tripped up. Didn't go down, though. And a flag at the end of the play. Out on the far side, in front of the Idaho bench.
Did Idaho make a call? Those coaches begging for something over there?
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask on number 96 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's a first down.
It's called on Charles Smith Jr., the senior from Las Vegas.
And he's not happy about it. But, you know, hand placement is key. Defensive linemen can't get up in the grill of offensive linemen, just like offensive linemen can't do it to defensive linemen. Hands off in terms of grabbing headgear.
So that'll take it all the way down to the 29. It started back at the A&M 21. And we've only had about 45 seconds of this drive. Little slant, low throw. Fuller goes to get it. Like a good running play of about 5. Fuller needs one more catch, and he is the Aggies' all-time leader in career reception. He has just tied Terrence Murphy.
A&M, 1 penalty for 10 yards. Idaho, 7 for 58. They have self-destructed by penalty. A&M self-destructed by turnover.
So now second. A little more than 5, almost 6.
There we go.
Here comes the heat. Tannehill got rid of it. Plenty of time. He's got Wachakuna batted away. Well played in the corner by Matthew Harvey, the senior from Fort Lauderdale, a transfer from Ellsworth Community College out of Iowa.
Did a very nice job using the back corner of the end zone as almost like a 12th defender, and he leveraged it well. Got his hand in there just at the right time. Good job in the contested catch. Watch Harvey press it. Press, his head's turned around, get the left hand in there, contested catch, batted away. Can't do it any better.
Here comes the heat, blind side. Tannehill still got rid of it. He was lucky. It was behind Swope, but he took a shot, and I thought they were going to scrape it away.
Yeah, and coming, Maiowa came around the edge again, and he got the pressure. And this kid has been significant at that right defensive end.
Good motor, doesn't he?
He sure does.
He's their speed rush guy, their best pure pass rusher. He's from LA.
Here he comes from the top, and he's working against Jokel, who's a pretty darn good protector. He's got good feet in space, but he's getting the edge.
Bullock 3 for 3 on the season, a 42-yarder on its way, and he is dead solid perfect. So a 42-yarder for Randy Bullock. Man, everything's still working for the Aggies.
Want your kid to meet a WNBA All-Star and win free gear? Now's your chance. Go to NBAHoopTroop.com and enter for your chance to win a VIP trip to meet Maya Moore. Team up with Maya on a shopping spree to score as much gear as you can in 24 seconds. All of it yours to keep.
Gotta love it.
You can enter only at NBAHoopTroop.com. Ages 6 to 14, no purchase necessary. Many will enter, one will win. Check with parents before going online. Sign up today at NBAHoopTroop.com.
Time now for the Built Ford Tough Texas High School Players of the Week. From Class 5A and 4A, Alec Morris and Baker Mayfield. Class 3A and 2A is represented by Dell Barnes and Bryce DeVore. And coming from Class 1A and Private is AJ Garza and Christian Pace. Go online to playeroftheweek.com and nominate a player. Then watch the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week show, Saturday mornings at 8:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back to that thought of Jeff Fuller, his regimen over the summer, especially the workouts with Larry Fitzgerald with the Phoenix Cardinals and All-Pro. Now Reeder on the high snap and got away from the heat of the backside. Just out of the reach on an ad-lib as he was trying to find Kama Bailey, the slot man. You know, the one thing Jeff Fuller told us about working with Larry Fitzgerald was the discipline. The time he put in, working, conditioning in the morning, and then the route running in the afternoon.
And watch Reeder. No, he's clever. I mean, you know, the protection starting to break down. He feels it. He senses it. Some quarterbacks can feel it on the backside. And you know what? Bailey ran out of bounds. He couldn't have come back in and caught that ball anyway. He stepped out of bounds in his route. Couldn't have been the first one to touch it.
Well, he's got a solid arm. Steve Axman said NFL scouts have been there to watch him. And this is only year as a starter, taking over for Nathan Enderle. Now, again, from kind of out of his rhythm. And wide of the intended target is trying to get Michael Agrone involved, the sophomore from Las Vegas. It has been a tough first half for Reeder on the run.
He makes a great play. This snap's going to go over his head. He goes airborne and tips it to himself. Plenty big enough. 6'3", 220 pounds. And he's got a good enough arm. I can see why NFL scouts want to take a look at him. You know, Enderle was here, so they've got a little bit of a tradition going on at that position. And Reeder was very, very patient. He knows this offense inside and out. He prepped while Enderle was the starter for this opportunity.
It's 3rd and 10. Four-man rush. The dump off on the screen. And Kama Bailey can't get away, the senior from Honolulu. Coriel Judy held on. First one in there. And a punting situation. And now A&M will stop the clock.
This will be the 8th punt. Idaho. This is playing the screen well. Well-schooled, well-disciplined, is sniping through blocks. I mean, Idaho has not adjusted to the speed of Texas A&M on the perimeter. Nobody made any contact out there on the edge of the screen. And Coach DeRuiter knew that Idaho was going to run a lot of screens and a lot of draws. A lot of respect for Axman and his offensive acumen.
Well, how good has the A&M defense been? They've given up only 3 first downs, 60 total yards, and 5 of the last 6 possessions for Idaho have been 3 and out with a punt. They have not been able to pick up a first down, so give the Aggie defense the credit they deserve.
Idaho is averaging 2 yards a play. I'm not talking about a rush. I'm talking about per play, run and pass. That is very, very salty.
You saw the speed of the Aggie defense once they got their act together in the second half of the opener against SMU. McNeil on a line drive, returnable type. Easy to make the first one miss. Now can he continue to make them miss? Breaks it past the 40. And a good return by Kendrick McNeil all the way out to the 44-yard line. He's wearing number 5 because Coriel Judy is not on the special teams right now. Otherwise, he'd have to put on a 2. He couldn't be on the field at the same time as Judy. McKinley on the special teams stop.
And you have to be crazy to do this because there are guys flying at you 100 miles an hour, and you just have to be totally dedicated to get the ball north and south. I mean, if you go east and west as a punt returner, it's coffin nails. And he made some great moves going north and south and advancing the football. You have to have a lot of courage to do that, believe me.
Too much time if you're an Idaho fan for A&M on the board. 2:07 left in the half. 20-0 Aggies. And a good pocket for Tannehill. That's a bullet. Coming over to the near side to Wachiku. Right at the marker, probably about a yard shy, yard and a half.
Nice pickup on first down, though. That's the best down to throw on. And now you have second and a skosh. So, I mean, you can go deep and come back third and short if you want.
Gray is the up back. He's got it. He's got the first down. So, in a formation you don't see all that often, Swope was the tailback, Gray the fullback, and Mauga on the stop, the senior from La Mesa, California.
Tannehill could have not handed off to Gray and pitched to Swope. It was their form of kind of like an option look out of the I formation.
Empty and 5 wide receivers in the set. Flooding one side, Tannehill puts it up for grabs, and the guy who grabbed it, Cyrus Gray. He read it, he went to get it. Man, another first down will stop the clock, pulled it off in front of Aaron Grimes.
In the red zone once again. Had problems in the red zone, haven't finished, but Gray, by formation, trying to get mismatches. Gray is all the way up at the top of the screen, and watch him go up for this rebound. I mean, this is nothing more than contested catch. Catch it at the apex and use your body to shield the defender.
Gray got by 1, tripped up by the second, and at the 16, clock moving, 51 seconds and counting. And this is a good drill. And Mike Sherman told us every day they practice with they put a minute on the board, 1 timeout, and they have the ball at the 20-yard line.
And they did it during the bye week.
So they run their 2-minute offense. Over the middle, it's available. It's there. Great grab. And McNeil knew he was going to take a stick from Walker as soon as he went over the middle. It is coach's footage. Now, Tannehill wide open. Cyrus Gray, touchdown Aggies. Same play they used earlier on a 3rd down. Play fake to Gray and tosses.
And Mike Sherman repeats plays. And to me, that's a sign of a good play caller. Don't not repeat plays thinking the defense is going to take it away from you. Make them take it away from you. Get Tannehill athletically out of pocket. Give him a run-pass option. Cyrus Gray is a complete back. Can run it, can catch it, and is a willing blocker. All-time leading all-purpose yardage guy at A&M.
It comes with 24 seconds left in the half. Bullock with the point after.
Coming 2012, downtown. Houston's newest stage comes to life. The best downtown soccer stadium in the United States. Witness the world's most exciting events for the world's most passionate fans. Houston, this is your city. This is your team. This is your stadium. Where will you sit? Secure your seats today. Call 713-276-GOAL or visit dynamostadium.com.
We've been here for you, your brother, your sister, parents, aunts, uncles, even grandparents. And because you've put your trust in us, we want to thank you for choosing Fred Laurie Insurance for your auto insurance needs. Over 400 offices, over 2,500 employees, over 1 million drivers. And while other auto insurance companies come and go, you can trust Fred Laurie Insurance to be there when you need us most, for generations to come. We're Fred Laurie Insurance, and that's our promise to you.
Long ago, in the stillness of a New Mexico night, something happened. And folks have been speculating about it ever since. Someone
the linebacker on side. Hey Jim, we're trying to keep an audience for another 30 minutes of this game. Don't bring up Oklahoma State yet.
Aggies will be here through thick and thin. It could be 100-0. They'll still be watching.
Scheit makes his stop. The linebacker on Cyrus Gray. So Cyrus Gray, couple there, up to 65 yards rushing. Conrad Scheit, he's a junior from Hawaii, and he's shown up a lot in the first half.
Up tempo, here we go.
Man, after play fake. Second layer is the tight end. Man, it's complete to Prelo. But from up here, as we're talking about coach's footage, you can see the options for Tannehill.
No question. And Tannehill, so accurate, rolling to his left. This is tough. Right-handed quarterback. Come out of there, square your shoulder pads up, and throw a strike. I mean, he threw a strike in the back of the end zone that Fuller could not quite control, but the ball was right on the money. This kid is accurate. He puts the ball in tight spots.
And he's got the size to play at the next level because
no doubt.
On Sundays they say you got to be able to see, and he's 6'4", 225. Don't tell Colt McCoy at 6 even, because he's playing at a pretty high level already. Down to the 39. Cyrus Gray gets 2.
So is Drew Brees at 6 even, if he's that.
And Chase Daniel at 6 even behind him.
And you know, Tannehill, Cyrus Gray, here's the triplets, and actually it's triplets counting the 2 receivers. Actually, it's receiver Swope, I should say, instead of Fuller, who we talked about in the beginning, but you can throw it, you can catch it, you can run it. When all 3 phases are working, you're going to move the chains.
It'll be 2nd and 8, showing the blitz. Gray runs patiently, doesn't he? He's got a first down. He's got it down to the 29-yard line. Certainly didn't run himself out of the play. And how about the possession chart for Texas A&M as Walker National make the stop?
3 plays, 80 yards. Man, that'll work right there. But fumble, you know, interception. 2 of the first 4 possessions, they stopped themselves. I mean, it wasn't anything Idaho was doing, more so A&M making mistakes, but then they got on track and was all over.
Pocket is there, the protection, but just out of the reach as he's looking for Kenrick McNeil. Jump throw.
As usual in the first half, Tannehill was 2 out of 3. 66%. That's what he was last year for the entire season that he played.
Well, he's only 81% in the opener.
Yeah. I mean,
he spoiled everybody.
He is something else. He delivers the ball, and he's so confident when he's delivering it.
Keeps Gray in the backfield. 2 to each side. Calls it at the line. It'll be 2nd and 10 to the 29. Short drop on the slant, deflected away. He tried to get it to Nate Askew. One of the few times he's gone in that direction. Had a good job defensively by Nyoku.
By number 23, Bradley.
He really did. He got himself back into a nice little seam. Got his hand up, got his hand on the football. Fuller was available, or excuse me, working into the seam. Charlie Thomas was available. Or I should say Askew was available, but he just couldn't get his both hands on the football.
He's a sophomore from San Antonio. Now, Tannehill, he eludes the first man. Won't get past the second. He took a shot going by. In fact, it looked like he was going to lose it momentarily. Toomer finally got to him, but it was McKinley who was the one who got the early pressure.
The key is, look at everybody being plastered in the back end. Nowhere to go with the football. Something breaks open late, but by that point in time, he had to tuck it and run.
It'll be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Bullock 2 for 2 in the game. He just hit a 42-yarder towards the end of the half, and what a draw. Wish I had that off the tee. So Bullock 3 for 3 tonight, and now 30 on the board for the Aggies. It's good for 46 for Bullock, and everything else is good for the Aggies. 2.5 into the third.
Big 12 Instant Replay is your second chance to see all of Saturday's Big 12 Gridiron highlights. We queue up the games and fast forward to the good parts. You won't miss a play when you watch Big 12 Instant Replay every Monday night on Fox Sports Houston. Settles, Fox Sports Houston hits the highlight reel for a complete game breakdown. We queue up and study the big plays and tap into Coach Kubiak's live press conference. Get beyond the game. Texans Rag, Monday on Fox Sports Houston.
From the 28, Reeder, quick one on the outside to Belton. And the speed of the Aggie defense, where it looks like it may go for 8 or 10 yards, and instead it nets a total of just 3. Sean Porter, the outside backer, Junior from Church, Texas. His second year as a starter. Got there in a hurry.
No offense to Bowling Green in North Dakota, but the Vandals have not seen anything like the athleticism that they're seeing tonight. I mean, those windows are closing quickly. They think there's a window, but there really isn't.
McCarty's in the backfield. On 2nd and 7 from the 31. And boy, did that close in a hurry. Every time you think there's the opportunity, it's gone. DeMontre Moore on the solo stop there. He's the joker on the outside with Caleb Russell. They split him.
Here's the most yards on 5 snaps, and they punted. Here's the most plays, and they only got 14 yards and punted. Right there, that is Ugly Yugi. I mean, A&M has just choked the life out of the Idaho Vandals offense. They haven't crossed midfield. They punted after every possession. Sometimes the punt's not a bad play, but after every possession, that's a bad play.
It's 24 first downs to 3. That's the disparity. Now can he run for it? Reeder can't get away. Tripped up, and he's going to be short of the first down.
So 2012, the start of the baseball season, it will be the Olson Field at Bluebell Park.
That is correct. We helped underwrite the renovations there, and we're happy to do it because what we like to do is help the entire A&M program. And we'd like to lift up the prestige of A&M as high as we can, both athletically and scholastically.
What a special man this man is. I tell you what, based on morals and hard work of the Bluebell Creameries in Brenham, you start at the age of 13 working for your dad. Base pay, everything added up a week of $4.80.
That's correct. Worked 48 hours, rode our bicycle to work, and back for at noon, and back at 1 o'clock, and then till 5, and we worked 48 hours, 10 cents an hour, 5 cents for Social Security. $2.80 went to Mother for grocery. We kept $2.
And hard work does pay off. Well, I got to ask you this: your favorite flavor of Bluebell ice cream? What would it be?
It's real tough in a way, but it's homemade vanilla, and then butter pecan and cookies and cream.
There we go. Now we got a big guy up in the booth. Dave Lapham used to play offensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals, pushing 3 bills sometimes, but now he's trimmed down a little bit. Can we back a Bluebell truck to the press box? As he comes down, I'll be waiting for him.
Let's do it. We can fill him up.
All right, Dave, what's your flavor, huh?
Noxie, I want 3 scoops hot fudge sundae. Maybe throw a banana in there for a banana split as
well.
There
we go. We just need to get you out to the creamery in Brenham. About 20 minutes from here. There we go.
That dog will hunt. That dog will hunt.
All right,
for
Mr.
sure.
Cruzy, pleasure to meet you. And we look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Joel?
Nice honor. Thanks, Jim. That was great. It was great to hear from somebody that appreciates and has given back the way he has. Boy, talk about somebody that's put in their time. Fuller on the completion, and with that catch, Jeff Fuller is now A&M's all-time receiving leader in catches.
And all-time receiving leader in touchdown catches as well. He's going to sweep the board. This guy is going to rewrite the record book for receivers at Texas A&M. Great route right there.
6 minutes gone in the third. Tannehill on first down out of the gun. Going back the same way. And Fuller has his 5th, working against a true freshman from Corona, California. So the Aggies coming off the bye week on their 2nd series of the second half. Got a long field goal. Tannehill in trouble. Still not sacked. Hasn't been sacked tonight, and finds his tight end, Michael Lamont.
Might be coming back, though. There may be a hold on Texas A&M. Tannehill getting his...
Holding, number 71 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
After the mark-off, Tannehill moving the pocket. And his tight end Lamont on 1st and 20. Little stop route. And it's Wachiku. He's got the catch. And the plan was that we're going to alternate the following week. When he did throw for 499 against Texas Tech, it's available to the 10 for Wachiku, and a 1st and goal down to the 6. But as Mike Sherman told us, he wanted to go back to Gerard Johnson, but Tannehill just took off the last 6 games of the season.
When a quarterback gets the ball out of his hand this quickly, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just a beautiful release of the football. That's just, even if they don't touch the rush people on a shotgun snap, they can't get there. Defenders can't rush them fast enough.
Movement and contact. Half the distance to the goal.
Now we got him offside on the hard count. Voice inflection.
On 1st and goal from the 3. Ray trying to pick a spot back up the middle. Team over to the near side, though. Jeff Fuller. It'll be Gray. He will walk in. Touchdown, A&M.
The thing I like a lot about Gray, even from the 1-yard line, we have a penalty flag. Let's see what that flag is. He presses the line of scrimmage really well before he makes his first cut.
Offside, number 96 of the defense. The penalties declined. Touchdown.
Line up in that neutral zone, try to get too much of the line of scrimmage, and you know, you line up off sides. Nice job on the backside. You cut people in half. They can't make a tackle if they're on the ground. Just blocking solidly up and down the line of scrimmage for A&M.
Bullock with the extra point. So they've got the momentum they were looking for. And this is the way you want to go into your conference opener, because that's what's up next for Texas A&M next Saturday. The Cowboys of Oklahoma State as they lead by 37.
If you missed the Dan Patrick Show, you've missed this.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
It is gone. Woo! Breaking sports news.
Went to Dallas to cover the Super Bowl and the X Games broke out.
High-profile athletes and celebrities.
Charlie Sheen.
I love every cell of your perfect body. What's not to love, Dan Patrick?
And, of course, the Danettes. Dan! The Dan Patrick Show. Weekdays.
Important medical alert for women with mesh patch implants. If you or a loved one had a surgery for pelvic organ prolapse or urinary leakage where a mesh patch was used and have experienced urinary problems, vaginal pain, pelvic pain, difficulty during sex, and more, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation.
Call 1-800-460-2360.
Time is limited to file a claim. Act now. The call and consultation are free.
Call 1-800-460-2360.
The Aggie Football Show, Wednesdays on Fox Sports Houston.
But the Aggies are back. Mike Sherman's done an exceptional job. And it's only going to be better with the offensive line that he's working with right now. It's out for Scott, and with a flag on the play, great concentration and great grab against a good defensive back in Coriel Judy.
Yeah, I mean, A&M considers him their shutdown corner, and Scott's won his share of one-on-one battles over there.
Pass interference by number 5 of the defense. The penalty is declined, and it's a first down.
37-0 A&M. McCarty will get out, and he's got it across the midfield stripe. Princeton McCarty, a senior from Bakersfield. McCarty. Barrel chest. And yeah, there he's gonna work it out. He's off the field now, and he needs a break. You can see his gas going over to the sideline. Reeder on the option read. Dragging over the middle is tight end, and he won't get the first down. Taylor Elmo, sophomore from Yakima, Washington. Now on the high snap, Reeder with heat in his face. Jump ball, and taken away. Judy knocked it away from Armani Johnson at the last instant.
Nice job, because Armani Johnson at 6'3", 194 pounds is a big target.
Well, they needed 4 catches coming in to become the Aggies' all-time leading receiver in receptions, as Cyrus Gray was dropped for a rare loss back at the 31, a loss of 5. So they check in Kristen Michael. Jamil Showers throwing a bullet, and a well-timed one. It's a first down as he finds Askew. Gary Walker got to him, but Askew caught it in stride, the sophomore from San Antonio.
Another receiver that is 6'4", 220. I mean, it looks like he's a clone of Fuller. They've got some big receivers with long arms and a tremendous catching radius.
It's a first down to the 46. Clock moving inside of 10 minutes left. It is Gray back into the game, and he got the 5 you were talking about, and a few more than that. Scheidt brought him down. Jim Knox, what's going on?
All right, Joel, the nice thing about Jeff Fuller right behind me, number 8, is he is 100% now. I talked to him before the SMU game. He said he was about 75% due to that strained left hamstring. Just icing it right now, precautionary reasons. But as you saw in the deep route that Tannehill connected with him on, he was all out, 100%. He told me before the game, just precautionary reasons right now. He'll be good to go next week against Oklahoma State.
All right, thank you, Noxie. Jamil Showers showing the strength of his arm. Missing Askew, but there's a flag on the play.
On both the line judge and the side judge saw the same thing. Somebody must have lined
Offside.
up. Yeah, offside.
93 of the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty and enough for a first down.
It's a first down at the 34 of Idaho. Ray trying to get to the century mark. Slides down inside the 32. Before that carry, he was up to 95. He's dropped by Buckley.
You know, the good thing for Jeff Fuller, what Noxie was showing us, and sitting on that ice a little bit, icing left hamstring. The hamstring problem is low by the knee. That is better. The higher to the buttocks, the worse problem you have recovering.
Ray needed 3. He's close to 3 on that carry. If he gets 3, it's 100. They get him out of the game. He was 27 for 97, and there's the hamstring you're talking about in the ice.
And it's low. It's the closer to the knee. If you're going to have a hamstring pull, none of them are good. No hamstring pull is good. But the lower toward the knee it is, the better off you are. The higher it is toward the buttocks, the more of an issue it is to recover.
It'll be third down at 6. Ray only got 2, so he's at 99 yards. He's in the flat, making a miss. He's still short of the first down. Bullock perfect tonight, perfect for the young season. He's 5 for 5. It's going to be a 44-yarder. It's on its way, and he's hooked it. So he brought it, and it was a quick one. Real quick. He missed it right away, and off the foot. It was a hook by Bullock. It stays at 37-0. A&M on their way to 2-0.
Steel owners don't have to worry about
guy, Jim Knox. It's from the 27 after the missed 44-yard field goal by Bullock, his first miss of the young season.
If Bullock had made that, it would have been 40 points. That would have been 2 weeks in a row.
It's the little things in life. Can they get on the board now? I'm talking about the Vandals of Idaho. Nobody wants to be shut out. Good run up the middle. It's Troy Vidal. So Vidal's had 2 of their longest runs, and he's their short yardage guy, Jim Knox.
All right, I got to, call out Dave Lapham on this. I mean, where's your love, big guy, for the offensive lineman, Matthews and company? These big uglies have been moving them out. 512 total yards going right now. The big starting offensive lineman averaging about tip-top shape, just like Dave Lapham. Average weight about 308. These guys, sensational job tonight, keeping Tannehill clean as he congratulates him right now. Also racking up those big-time yards.
Yeah, they got to get Cyrus Gray 1 more yard, Noxie. He's got 28 carries, 99 yards. Got to keep that 100-yard streak intact. Averaged 307 plus pounds, biggest line in A&M history. The backups, the number 2 lineman, averaged 305. Are you kidding me?
Is that a skunk I smell?
That's some big, big men. I think it is a skunk. It's 37-0.
By the way, you're talking about the tackles, Jokel and Matthews. They played as freshmen last year, and Matthews is a true freshman because of injuries, so it's only going to get better for the offensive line, and especially the tackle spot. He comes. A flare from McCarty. He's discussing it with the chairman of the 12th Man Foundation. Hit and a grab by Scott. He's put down.
Reader's hurt
by Smith, but what a shot on the quarterback.
Oh, he's getting up slowly. He finally worked his way
and
up.
Also the guy, and he's going 100 miles an hour. Here comes Heat again, and a well-led pass from Mike Scott. Back at their own 27. Now Reader out of the gun. With more pressure, isolation from the outside, Scott breaks the tackle. He got away from Dustin Harris. He's forced out by Matthews. 3 tight end set. Troy Vidal wedges his way inside the 5, down to the 3. And Reader on a play fake. Corner of the end zone, jump ball. And almost picked off by Lionel Smith, the senior from Houston.
Mistimed his jump.
It'll be Troy Vidal. And he's in. When they clear out the bodies, they should have a touch. No, they're saying he is not in.
Wow.
He's inches away. It looked like his body fell across the plane.
Let's see where the knee hits. He gets contacted as he's driving. Yeah, the right knee's down. Good call.
It was a very good call.
Good call. Right knee's down before he falls to the turf. When the knee hits the ground, you draw a straight line down to the turf. And here it is, 4th down, no field goal. He's going for the touchdown.
It'll be vital. He's in this time. They're on the board.
Coach Akey right there said, you know what? Show me some toughness. See what you guys are about right here.
Shower stays in there at quarterback. Burrowing his way to the low route that time.
It's between run and pass, play selection.
He's pretty adamant about it to the extent where he said to us earlier this week. So now on 3rd and 7. Bending it outside. All right, you ready for the Aggies and the Cowboys? Let's head downstairs. We'll discuss that in a moment. Jim.
All right, thank you, Joe. Coach, I got to be pleased. Total domination on both sides of the football. We'll start with the offense. Cyrus Gray did get over 100 yards, and you passed the ball well, mixed it around well.
Yeah, we were able to do a couple things in the first half because they started to come with a lot of pressure. Kind of took away our run game a little bit, and we relied more on the pass. We'd like to run a little bit more successfully, but they did a great job. I thought they did a great job of stopping our run game, but we were able to throw the football. Defensively, I thought we tackled pretty well. I thought we did a good job of corralling the running back and putting a little pressure on the quarterback.
Next week, I know you got a lot of work ahead of you. Next week, you got Oklahoma State opening a Big 12 play. Your thoughts on that game?
That'll be a fun game. It's what college football is all about. Tremendous rivalry. We're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the big victory. 5 catches tonight, a little over 70 yards, but the big thing is one of those grabs, you become Texas A&M's all-time leading receiver in catches. Your thoughts on that?
Huge honor, huge honor. When I came here, freshman year, learned a lot, picked up the offense, took me a while. Coach Sherman has stayed on me 4 years, and it's all paid off.
Talk about this offense. It seems like Brian in this offense mixes it up well, whether it's you, whether it's swoops. It's everybody in the offense, and the 1-2 punch in the backfield with Gray and Kristen Michael. Talk about how potent this offense can be.
Very potent. Ryan Tannehill's the best. Cyrus Gray, Christian Michael, Ryan Swope, easy. We have Nate Askew, number 9, and really building depth, and it's just fun seeing our offense grow, and we just want to continue to get better.
All right, you're a senior, but the fun starts next week as conference play opens up. How nice is it going to be here at Kyle Field going against Oklahoma State, which also possesses a powerhouse offense in Justin Blackman and Brandon Whedon?
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of great players playing on Kyle, and it's just going to be a great time to go out there and compete.
All right, Jeff, congratulations on the big night. Appreciate it.